Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another Wildewitch RP live play TTRPG session. What is Wildewitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. Alright, he's not doing a whoop this time. I spoke too soon. We're a couple who love sharing stories so much so that we quit our day jobs and we created our own company. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And tonight we're playing D&D. This session features the Burning Veil storyline set in our very own Velinara campaign setting. It's a deeply personal tale of trust, betrayal, magic, and magnificent ambition, where the fate of the world hangs in the balance. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us as well. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord where you can find out more. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, game master and storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, who brings our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at Sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous and daring heroes as we return to where they left off after some very taxing discoveries. So let's begin with an introduction for Bracken.
Hey everybody, it's me. I play Bracken. My name is Thresh. We're here to fight things and not talk good at things, but also try our best at things.
What a lovely way to phrase all that we do here on Tuesday nights. Next up for our introductions, let's learn about Avi.
Hi, I'm Kelsey, and I play Avi. She is a half-elf bard sorcerer. She cares deeply for those around her. She's constantly quietly humming, and she's kind of spooky.
Whenever you say like constantly quietly humming, I know like it's like the actual hum, but I
Yeah.
just imagine like, you know, like the electricity hum where it's not even like Avi actively humming.
Yeah,
She
it's like
just
the sound
her
a
existence,
refrigerator makes.
yeah, she just her existence hums.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. Next, Avi conspiracy. Avi is electric. So
I'll be solid too, Electric Boogaloo.
what a great way to start this session, guys. Next up for our introductions, let's learn about Cecil.
Hello, my name is Brent and I play Cecil Darkholm. He is a hefty forest gnome cavalier who is slow to trust but is also trying to work on personal relationships to the best of his ability. He's ready to support his friends and do what he can to keep the distant home he was banished from safe from harm.
I love that he's working on stuff, you know? It helps.
Thanks, Faye.
Oh man. And now we've got our newest addition, who will be introduced at a dramatically appropriate time. But let's learn about them, and we'll get an introduction for Z.
Hello, everybody. My name is Bo, and I'm playing Z. Their pronouns are they, them, and they are a changeling artificer with the homebrew class Bone Cobbler. They are an emotionally damaged person and want to live a simple life. However, the death of their two closest friends have put them into a not so desirable profession of making undead and magically charged creatures. It's not the job they want, but it definitely pays well.
All right. So, we are going to, with that, dive into our session. And we pick up where last session ended. You are in the streets of Gloom Noir, trying to contain the unstable connection to the Veils. And Bracken, Avi, Diesel, having struggled to work against these forces, some of you longer than others, it is, again, a taxing experience, and you are weakened as you manage to contain the energies. And you have a level of exhaustion. You are accompanied here by, again, you have Ansel, you have Zephyriel, and then Natriana, who is looking at you with a bit of concern. This is definitely not something she has seen before. Okay, I know that we weren't on the best of terms before, but we just fought against something together on the same side, so I think that kind of puts us at an okay spot where I can ask, are you guys okay?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think so. I'm not doing too hot.
That's a bit of a loaded question at the moment.
Okay, let me simplify it a bit. Are you guys at risk of death in this specific instance?
Probably.
Is Cecil unconscious still?
No, I healed him. Did I not?
I want to say that you were brought to the brink of consciousness.
Okay, like, my hit points didn't go out, but I was having, like, a seizure and vision and stuff.
Right. You saw the vision of, what was his name?
Some nasty stuff.
Corvus. Yes, Corvus. Yeah, so you had that vision. So you're on the ground, you're prone, but you're not unconscious.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and wipe the foam from my mouth. I'm not so good.
All right. You said that you were staying somewhere in town. Why don't we get you there? Do I need to like support any of you like physically? Because I could do that if you're having trouble like walking.
I mean, I'll be okay, but
I'll try and make it on my own.
All right. So stay next to the gnome. Got it. And she sort of says that towards herself. It's loud enough that you can hear it, but it's more of a note towards herself. And as you guys begin to walk, Ansel and Zephyriel keeping an eye out, you all making your way towards the Ravenmere Manor. Again, it's a safe space for you all. So, Natriana begins. Just because I saw all of that, and I'm curious, what... I do want to say that I think that you're still on my list of maybe not trust, but I did just watch you guys almost die, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit more, on the level with you guys. So, can you tell me, guys, your story of, like, how this came to be that you're...
all beat up.
Whatever happened, yeah.
I guess. I mean, we received gifts of some kind during the Skyfire. We were earlier our ritual to get some information, and it kind of went wackadoo. So we were told to keep things calm, but I guess one fight was enough to set it off again.
Okay. So... why don't, again, you're still kind of not fully trusted. I'll
No.
work on that.
that goes the same for me.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I mean, I can explain to you guys my story, but if you're handling this sort of veil corruption, that's kind of in line with what my purpose is, so I'll help you guys with that.
You know about it?
Not like in depth, but I mean, I was a student under the angel Thaleros, and I've seen his work. So you mentioned this was with the Skyfire crisis. I can only imagine that it's some of the veil corruption that has lingered from that, and you're probably veil burned. That's probably what your marks are. And I need to find Valeros. I need to find whatever has happened to him, and I need to make sure that there is justice for Valeros and anyone who's affected as a result of the crisis, which I guess includes you guys. Though I still don't know that you're entirely uninvolved with Valeros. It's just, that's something I can work on in the background. But so I know a baseline of things, but I'm no expert.
You suspect we're veil burned.
Yeah, there were others that I've seen in the response to the Skyfire crisis, but no one's been able to either remove or successfully contain their affliction. It wavers how long before it sort of eats away at them, but eventually it all kind of happens. And as she says that, she's kind of looking over to Avi, who seems a little darker in areas.
It's away at them. This could... Just having it could kill us.
Just having it killed other people. And Ansel looks to each of you. It was like when I first healed you all, and Karyanthi came, or at least a number of you. It is dangerous, but we've managed to contain it. Well, I wouldn't hold on to that containment until, you guys have done the best that I've seen if you guys got it at the beginning, but maybe this unstable energy is... Well, I won't say anything for sure.
It did change a bit recently, but, we're paying attention.
So, as you make your way back to Ravenmere, conversations continue. You can, of course, ask Natriana on more of what she knows, but she doesn't know much more than what she's already shared. She does share a few stories of her past. Tangentially, she brings up the fact that she was often quick to judge in her youth. There was a time where she was convinced that the members of her training class were stealing her snacks until it was later revealed that there were rodents in the walls. She still seems upset about the fact. But as you make your way back to the Ravenmere Manor, you're able to rest. Try to recover. Ansel and Zephyriel will head off to the library. Ansel saying that they're going to try and find a way to temporarily suppress the whatever the effects of these veil burns. While this is happening, do you do anything? Do you seek out any conversations? Do you try to assist in the research efforts? Or do you just rest?
Cecil needs a seat.
Okay. Cecil, you sit.
Bracket will join in seating.
Bracken sits next to Cecil.
Ivy would take a seat as well. Make herself as small as possible.
So you all sit and rest here in the Ravenmere Manor.
There's something I think I should share with everyone. When that magical power was surging through me and I lost control and I think I blacked out, I had another vision. There was lightning and black flames and just a storm of it all, and I think I saw a newly formed salvation key that wasn't quite complete, but it was close. And I'm pretty sure that Karavis was the one working on it.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure it was his reflection in the device that I saw. I've not seen too many of his kind, so it is pretty recognizable.
Well, I saw the storm too, but did it look like it was here?
I'm not sure.
We should tell Kari, shouldn't we? She's gone to look for him.
I feel like she'd like to know.
I could try sending it to her. It's funky across veils. But
It's probably worth a shot if you have the ability left today.
What do you mean by funky? Is it like a game of telephone where it gets lost in translation, or?
There's a chance that it might not reach her, but
Just do a collect call.
okay, whatever that is. But I'll give it a shot, and I'll cast sending to Kari. Crazy things happening with our magic. Head visions. Cecil saw a new salvation key and a figure that was possibly Gravis. Not sure where.
Go ahead and roll for me at D100, please.
Ooh.
It's a 68.
16? That is alarming. Thank you for informing me. I will keep this information close. Please be safe.
Well, she knows.
Did she seem concerned?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't she? But she said she'd keep it close.
It's definitely something we'll want to share with the bigger group as well.
Yeah.
Is it possible he's doing it in his own plane?
It's always a possibility. I mean, we fought him once, and isn't that what happens when they just kind of go back?
Exactly right. Well, I'll add it to the to-do list.
I think I'm gonna go lay down for a while, if that's all right.
Of course.
After your conversations, you're able to depart to your own private areas to rest. Though it is not terribly long, just before dinner is called, that Zephyriel and Ansel make their ways through. They have crafted, it is a temporary blessing to help suppress the more negative effects of the Veilburned curse. Still drained and tired, as such draining of your energy would not reset until you've had a proper sleep. You are able to gather and try to find a way to resolve these unstable powers. Unless you wish to risk the phenomena overwhelming you once again when you next battle enemies. You have, of course, from what Zephyriel posits, resuming your search for the scholar's recommended expert, Jindorine Solenant, the Dark Elven undead researcher. But that would be a tremendous risk of another instability incident, you would know immediately. If anyone would like to roll Arcana checks here. Remember that you are exhausted, so ability checks are at disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Though, Cecil, since you were the next roll, we did have an advantage roll, so your aid would be the normal,
All right.
unfortunately.
That's about right.
Cecil and Bracken, all that's really coming to you is that you know that Rindorian is been told to be working with House Gized Duel, so that there's the risk another incident happening. But Avi, you know a little bit more that it's the as you've been thinking in your rest, it's almost as if there is a rip in the fabric of the veil, and that rip is what you've got connected to you. And you think through someone who is connected to the veils might be able to assist and help. And as you think over your previous days' sort of interactions, there is Lady Araxibes, or any of the scholars at the Scriptorium at Umvernari.
I don't know if y'all remember. It's been a long day, but your ex-miss did say that she was gonna look into this stuff. Maybe she's found something that'll help us.
That's a good idea. I'm not sure if I'm keen on losing control like that again.
Neither am I.
I'm terribly sorry, Zephyriel steps in. But did you say your Araxibes?
Yeah, Lady Araxibes.
I've studied a lot of her writing while I was at the university. Anyone who would like to roll history here?
History.
Remember, you are disadvantaged.
So interesting.
So Bracken, you recall with a 15, Araxibes saved your lives. She conjured an anti-magic field when your powers were going unstable during the ritual.
Oh yeah, she saved us. She was that lady that, helped us out and made sure we didn't die during that whole magic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Roll insight checks, everybody, please.
Damn it.
Yep.
There we go. 4.
Avi.
Yeah.
With his 12. Quick thinking, like what Araxibes displayed, implies experience in situations that involve magical outbursts, or perhaps even a deeper understanding of what is happening with your powers. You feel more confident in your first instinct. She could be very useful in determining how best to proceed with these unstable, veil-burned powers.
I think she might have more experience with maybe not our specific situation. Situations similar. More so than she let on.
Then why don't we finish resting this day, and when the dawn arrives, and you see Zephyriel make air quotes around it, we will seek out the Lady Araxibes. Well, you will, but I think I will stay here at the house, perhaps conscript Ansel, to visit the scriptorium once more. believe that on my readings, your aspect as well, she makes frequent, perhaps, her allegiance is varied, not just the scriptorium. Quite a traveled scholar she is.
Maybe I'll send to her in the morning and see where she'll be at.
Okay. With a plan in place, you all can spend the rest of the night as you will. But eventually, you are able to take a long rest. But before you click those buttons, is there anything that you wish to... any interactions you wish to hone in on, or do you go about your normal routines?
Brad will make breakfast.
Okay, so that'll be after your long rest button push.
Yes.
This is focusing on the evening before.
Nothing for Cecil. He needs to pass out.
Yeah, Bracken's exhausted.
I'd like to spend some time with Ron.
Easy enough to find Ron. She's in the library when you find her. Seems that she is looking into, perhaps, some of the history of Gloom the War.
I know, walk up behind her and put my arms around her and kind of peek over her shoulder.
She moves to just turn her head to face you. There's a smile. The free arm that isn't holding the book resting over yours.
Anything good?
I am researching if there are differences between the genasi of this realm. See if there are any historical notes, perhaps connections.
Anything so far?
Nothing of any particular historical impact. A few mentions here and there, but nothing that is anything larger than perhaps strange heritage. What about you? How was your outing?
Be honest with you, darling, I think it could have gone better.
The surge of the energies or something else?
Just kind of all of it. I mean, it was scary. I don't think anything like that could have happened.
Huh. As scary as it is, I like to focus on the fact that you were able to overcome it, and hopefully the meeting went well and we have a way to move forward. You have a way to move forward.
We might. There's still a lot to look into.
As you say that, Ron closes the book, places it back on the shelf, and she turns and places a hand on your cheek. If there is anything that I can do to help, please ask it of me.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
She gives a smile, her thumb kind of brushing along your cheekbone. You look tired. Come,
I am tired.
let's get some rest. And she'll take your hand and begin to make her way towards the room that you two have claimed. Do you go with her?
Of course I do.
And you are able to prepare for bed. Good night kiss and all. And each of you are able to complete a long rest. Bracken,
Yeah.
you get up early with the intent to make breakfast.
Yes.
As you move into the kitchen, there is already someone here.
Oh.
I gotta find my notes. Because I want to say that I know who it is, but I am also not confident. You see Miss Matilda. She is the half-elven figure that is the head of the cooking and cleaning staff. And she looks over to you. Oh, were you hoping for a morning snack?
Actually, I'm in the business of cooking my team food. They seem to like my cooking, and I do a really good job at it, so I stick with it.
Oh, well, you don't have to worry about that. You're a guest here at the Ravenmere Manor. But if you really want to help cook, I'm sure we can find a way for you to get involved with the kitchen staff. Have you ever been part of a team cooking effort before?
Nah, I'm more of a lone wolf solo project in the kitchen, and, overall, I think that might be the best thing for me, because
Nonsense. If you've not cooked as part of a team, it's a great way to build up certain skills around the kitchen. Well, if you're so interested in being this one-man cooking show, while you're staying here, if you're wanting to help out in the kitchen, I'll have you rotating between the different stations, so that way you can learn all the skills to bring back with your friends. How's that sound?
hey, yeah, that sounds great. I'm gonna get to work cooking for my friends.
Oh, nonsense. The
we'll see
staff
how
will be
this
cooking
goes.
for everybody. Why don't you go over and, why don't you help with, Mr. J over there, at the, preparatory station? And you can see that there's a figure that is, creating the sort of, mise en place, the different sort of, cut up, ingredients that will be used at the different stations for the breakfast course.
Bracken's still kind of waking up, so he doesn't really want to fight this, but he is none too happy about this situation developing the way it has.
Well, I mean, don't walk into a staff kitchen and expect to be able to run over the place.
No, I got this. So I'm seeing here that to lose exhaustion requires food and drink.
Because you ate dinner last night.
Bracken went right to bed.
Well, you would have had dinner in that area, like when you're doing the between when you arrived and the meeting before you're going to bed. Dinner would have been served.
Okay.
So you guys would have been able to remove your exhaustion after your long rest.
Okay.
And everyone can click that button.
And to help with the mise en place, that's a performance check.
Yeah, we'll go for performance on that.
Hell yeah. True to form.
This figure, Mr. J, does not seem to be all too happy of your being stationed here as much as you are. Does not make any sort of comments, but you can see the looks that he gives your cuts of the different ingredients. They are very judgmental looks.
Well, you can keep judging. I'm cooking for my friends.
So,
And I'm making a delicious meal for my team.
as you each wake up, and as Bracken, you can exist in everything. Breakfast is served. There is a table that is set for everybody. Even Lady Irwithel is present. And it's fairly mundane sort of small talk. How was your rest and the like. But any morning interactions? If not, as soon as breakfast is finished, as you all are perhaps preparing to get ready for messaging your exhibition or heading out with the day, however it may be, there is a knock upon the room, and there's a staff member. There has been a visitor here at Ravenmere Manor for your group. I have brought them into a meeting chamber of the foyer, but are you available? And this is presented towards Avi, Cecil, and Bracken.
I suppose for a moment or two.
Surprised to have visitors here at all in Gloomnor, but I suppose we can see what's going on.
And Bracken trying to play the part of a very nice man. You show them in.
But they've already been let in.
Oh, well.
And as the figure of the half staff is leading you all to a meeting room, we're going to shift our camera here a bit, our viewpoint.
Oh.
Z, you've had a time. You've been trying to find the Lady Araxibis for, it seems like, weeks, months. But you've understood that that just seems to be the normal feeling of dealing with the more legal and bureaucratical operations of Gloomnor. Paperwork, bribes, the standard fare. But you've made it to the capital city of Vale Umbra, and you are able to find Lady Araxibis. And she's been fine company, but it seems that your arrival has been in time with another set of figures that have, it seems from what Lady Araxibis has hinted at, very similar abilities to what has afflicted you. The veil burned. And this morning, though in Vale Umbra there is no true movement of any sort of celestial existences. There's no sun, there's a moon, but it keeps no true pattern. But she leads you out through the streets and to a very elegant elven architecture, but it is gothic in its aesthetic as well, imposing. And it seems to find a balance between the aesthetics of life and death. And as the two of you approach, she makes her intentions known that she is here to meet with the group staying underneath Lady Irithel's patronage. And the two of you are brought inside to the manor house. You sit down in a meeting area and you wait. Your Axibis is as calm as she has been. Her pupilless, solid golden eyes taking in everything of the room, you're sure of it, though she sits as proper as ever.
Yeah, I'm probably sitting next to her, a little bit more hunched over, especially with everything that I have. But yeah, I'm probably more just focused on the lady and I guess sort of copying what she's doing, but of course not fully, because it's been hard the last few months. I have to say, I'm hoping that this group will be able to help me in my search for answers.
They will definitely be able to provide a sense of community. It is important in situations like this. And she makes a glance towards your veil-burned, marking that streak of black. To not be isolated, especially given some instances. But they are capable. Should you work well together, you may be able to find more with them than on your own. But the first thing is to handle the energies trapped inside each of you. And as she says this, you hear footsteps approaching. And as the three figures step inside, why don't you explain to them what they see? See?
Absolutely. So, as you guys walk into the room, you see this 5'7", more like 5'6", 5'5", because of how much they're kind of slouching over a little. But they have like medium length hair. It's like light gray, and you see like just a full black streak close to their face. You see that as you get closer, you can see that like black veins and just almost like dark circles are around their eyes, and there's like opaque black veins all over their hands and their body, and their face has a just large, like a very concerning like scar all over their face. It's huge. But you like they kind of like straighten up as much as they can, and they're wearing like a like very worn in cloak. It looks like it's used to be like a friend's cloak, but it's just something that reminds them their friend or their home or whatever the case may be. But they are very reserved and quiet when you see them. But you can tell that whatever is going on, it's definitely not great.
Hell yeah.
And why don't we get visuals of what Z sees as you three entering? Why don't we start off with Bracken?
Oh, we're starting off. So what you guys see is we have a Kender, about 3 feet tall. Very fey features though. Still very pointed ears. Some brownish amber hair that's been, pushed back and scoffed up. He's wearing more street clothes. Hands are wrapped up in bandage for, traditional boxing wrap, things like that. And he's got, some suspenders that hang down. Like he wears suspenders, but he never wears them up over his shoulders. He's got them kind of down to the sides. Some big steel-toed boots on. So he almost looks like he should be working the docks.
Okay. Next up, let's get an Avi description.
Avi is very pale, dull blonde hair. Her features are slightly sunken. Her cheekbones protrude a bit. She's pretty normal looking, other than the fact that she looks like she's in the process of dying. She wears very simple, effective, that's not the word that I wanted, clothes that adventurers would wear. It's a long tunic, some leggings, earthy tones, not fitting of what someone that looks like her would wear. She still is stuck in the mindset of, I look like a very normal, innocent person, but she very much does not anymore.
Sweet.
And then let's get a visual of Cecil.
So Cecil comes in and you see a forest gnome. He's got about ear length, sandy blonde hair. He's sporting a beard that's a little bit darker than the rest of his hair. He's about 3.5 feet tall. He's pretty solid build. When you saw him here, he'd be wearing the padding that would go under his plate mail. So he might even look a little bigger than what he is. Not wearing the full plate mail yet. It's a little early in the day. He does have fair skin, as a forest gnome who probably lives deep in the woods. Right now he looks tired. He looks really tired. Really dark circles around his eyes, and it looks like he's gone through some stuff very recently.
I'm glad that you all could see us this morning.
To be honest with you, this is quite a surprise. Your ears must have been burning or something. We were thinking about getting a hold of you today.
I assure you, it is not quite so linked to such superstitions. However, I will not say that I am unsurprised of the fact that you have been looking out for me. In fact, I had divined that you would need my help. A bit of my specialties.
Well, you divined right.
If anyone would like to roll an insight check here. Cecil. Oh, Avi.
Thank you.
Cecil, with a 16. She might have truly divined that you would need her assistance. But it's a little convenient. You think that there could be some other reason that she is here, but that's really all that you can get.
Well, whatever made our paths cross, it's certainly more convenient for us.
See, you brought a friend with you. Hi, I'm Avi.
Hi, I'm Z.
You hungry at all? I tried to make breakfast, but they had too many people in the kitchen, so help yourself to whatever's around.
There's plenty of food if you're...
Oh, I didn't want to intrude at all. I would love to eat. Thank you.
Perhaps then, if we would like to move this to the dining room instead of sitting here in... It's a lovely room, sure, but that way there can be a place of sort of ease, comfort, and food.
Of course.
So it's an easy enough transition to the dining table, and it is again like a large dining table fit for dinner parties and the such, but it's not dressed up any, and there are still plates that are around, and it is a spread of different sort of baked goods, fruits, eggs, and other prepared meats, cereals, things that are all good for breakfast, and it's not in excess. There's a lot of things here, but it's not piled high. It's enough to feed the exorbitant number of guests, as well as the likely any leftovers will be offered to the staff members.
You kind of see as Z sits down, they I don't know if it's just like a take and grab situation, but you kind of see that they don't really take a lot. They kind of just sit quietly and slowly eat what was on their plate. I've never really had something like this before.
Well, this is nice and all, but you haven't eaten until you've had Bracken's breakfast. Now that's really something.
I'm sure it must be good to have Bracken's breakfast. Hopefully, once we get to know each other, we can, I guess, have that sometime.
I'm sure we can make that happen.
Yeah, be thankful you're coming in now after he's had a bit of practice on us.
Mm. It was rough in the beginning, but it has improved.
He got better.
It is good to see you all coming together with a good first step. You see your Axibus is watching your interactions. Z here is, like yourselves, experiencing issues of being veil-burned.
No way.
But that is a conversation that will come up after our ad break. So stick around with us. We will be right back. Please let the ads run, and we will see you all very soon.
Ooh.
Alrighty, so as we come back, you all have met with the Lady Araxibus and the guest that she has brought with her in the form of Z. You've moved from the more sterile and unfeeling meeting hall, which was nice but very basic, back to the dining room area where you pick up on the last bits of breakfast that are being served. And it has been revealed to you that Z is also veil-burned like yourselves.
If I may have permission, lady, may I tell them why I'm here?
If that is your wish, no need to ask for permission, though we do have business after your tale has been told.
Yes, of course, I will try and be quick about it. Well, the reason I'm here is that a few months ago, me and my close friend, and I guess love before they passed, Sylvia, she and I were in a village helping out with any type of fixing or just repairs that they needed. And one day, when black flames fell from the sky and over the course of a month wiped out almost the entire village population. And of course, having to be in that situation, I had to take evasive action. I was veil burned, and my love, who was sick before she became veil burned, became worse. And the village doctors and healers, they couldn't help her. And she died. And so, sorry anyway.
Don't be sorry.
I've just been looking for answers and hoping for a way I could save myself from that fate. But also maybe bring her back as well.
I am sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I understand. More than you know.
Pretty heavy.
I appreciate all of your kindness. Anyway, Lady Araxibus, you can finish conducting your business.
Well, the business that I am here to present is only the start. And it will be involved for each of you. As this is a ritual to learn more of your connection to the veils through being veil-burnt. Perhaps to seek some of those answers. Maybe even find a way to lessen the risk of another incident. It is much like the ritual you three have performed with me at this nearby the scriptorium. And I will, of course, act as guide in the ritual once more. Though this one is more akin to a seance. We will seek the trails of your powers and follow them back to the source.
Well, okay. Um, do you need anything from us? Do we need another shopping trip or?
We will need some materials. I have a few of them. As she says this, from a pouch that she has on her side, she procures a skull. This is one of the more important pieces of the ritual. It is of a seer. Of perhaps not terrible power, but a respectable capability. What we will need is a pair of sapphires or rubies, sap from a tree that has died, and soul ash.
All right.
I think we've seen that before.
Wow. I mean, I guess it's a good thing all these trees are dead. So that'll be. All right.
This is no specific location. This can be performed right here. I will perhaps speak with the lady of the house to procure permissions. If you would like to find the materials we will need.
Sure. Yeah. I think we can handle that.
So, you have some things to acquire. A pair of sapphires or rubies, sap from a tree that has died, and soul ash. Where would you like to begin?
The second one feels like a riddle. We might need to take some time.
I feel like getting the sap from a dead tree might be the easiest task.
Well,
You
Yeah,
just
they're
gotta
everywhere.
find all the trees here are dead.
well, yeah, but dead trees don't make sap. It's like their blood or whatever.
Well, why don't we go find a tree and cut into it, see what happens?
Aren't there like rules against that around here? Like, all right, you know what? I don't know why I'm asking all these questions. Yeah, let's do that.
Why don't we get a why don't we get a history or an insight check here?
What if we got the sap and then killed the tree?
No.
Second that one on an insight check. What
Oh
is
my
up with
goodness.
Avi?
Hey you.
And I don't even have Sirenscape up to make the sad trombone. You're gonna get an
Wah, wah,
acapella.
wah, wah.
Oh, there we go.
I think there's a natural one in Discord.
I do
We
no.
don't like the Discord one.
That's fair.
It's not right.
It's no bueno.
It is not.
It's the
sad
5 Below
trombone.
version of something that you find at Dollar Tree.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yes.
Uh, no shade to 5 Below.
It sounds like
Okay.
heavy shade.
Okay.
It's no Dollar Tree, but it's pretty good.
I'll just say that Faye does not speak for me.
As you guys are listening to Bracken's rambling, Z, what comes to you? Yeah, there are plenty of dead trees around here, but perhaps maybe if there's some sort of groundskeeper that you could talk to, and then Cecil and Bracken, you do know that there is a groundskeeper here, Silas the Barbed. He's got the large hook on his left hand. He's the guy that kind of keeps the gardens in keep and undisturbed. He might be able to tell you if you can get sap out of a dead tree.
I'm sure that you all have a groundskeeper. We could just ask.
Yeah, Silas, right?
Yeah, that big dead guy.
I bet I could talk to him.
I mean, if need be, I can look through what I have and see if once we can figure out a way to extract sap from a dead tree, if that's even logically possible. I can help with that.
Well, I think we've got a plan to get some sap from a dead tree. Should we go find Silas?
Yeah,
The
that sounds
Barbed?
good.
Silas the Barbed. So, it's easy enough to find Silas, and again, you see the figure, burly, an undead Goliath, his features weathered, and the large hook that replaces his left hand. And he's just toiling away at the grounds when you find him.
Well, he is. He looks pleasant, doesn't
Blissful almost.
he? I'll walk up to him.
Okay.
I'll go too.
As you head up, before you even say anything, Silas is turning. It seems that he may have heard your approach. And there's a question in his eyes sort of expectation of your explanation, but you would also notice that there's a bit of melancholy there.
Good. Good morning, Silas. What are you working on?
Hey there.
Morning. I'm tending to the gardens, like I always do.
Sure, that is quite a job. I was never too great in the garden. My sister got that green thumb. You are a whiz at this.
Is everything in the garden dead?
No. Not
That's good.
everything. And things are different here. You come from Vale de Mortalis, yes.
Yeah, we do.
When I was there, before I became this existence, it's very much things alive or dead. But since waking up in Vale de Umbra, since rising as undead, and since taking care of Lady Irwithel's gardens, it's not quite the same.
Mm.
Some things are dead, others are alive, and others somewhere in between.
Wow. And the entire time he's been talking, Avi's been doing her best to keep like bright-eyed smile on her face.
No, you're not. Just letting all your hope fade in front of him.
No. Doing my best here.
I think Z is definitely enthralled because it's like they definitely kind of agree with it. It's like, yep.
Now, Silas, Cecil and I were having a conversation earlier, and we just cannot come to a conclusion. Is there a way to get sap out of a tree that's died?
It depends on when the tree has died. If it has been long dead, likely not,
Mm.
unless you find it in the form of amber.
Oh,
If
I
you
knew it was just Bracken from the back. I knew it was a riddle.
if the tree is a recent death, it is still limber enough and the sap fresh enough that one could harvest it.
mm. And is there like I know you made it very clear that things are different here. Is there a way to tell the difference between, a freshly dead tree and a tree that's been dead a long time?
The bark,
Mm.
one that has been dead for quite a bit of time, breaks off easily. It has no water in it, no moisture.
Mm.
One that is not so expired. Here's a bit of give still. Clings.
Well, there it is, Cecil. There's our answer.
It sounds like an easy enough task.
I knew we were seeking out the right guy. He's got all the answers.
If I find you tapping any one of the Lady Irwithel's trees, there will be consequences.
We would never.
Okay, but what, like, if it was for, say, like, saving the world?
There are plenty of trees within Gloom the Water itself. You can find one.
Just not these. Okay, cool. That Lady Irithel's not for saving the world. Got it. Cool. Thanks. Covering all our bases here. You know anyone that's like moving amber?
I care not for stones and precious materials such as that.
Okay, but you did say it came from trees, and you care about trees, right?
You are looking for something that has gained some sort of status as a almost gem. It may have been of the trees once, but in that state has become corrupted by others' greed.
Do you know anyone who would care about something like that?
I'm sure that there are plenty of jewelers who care about something like
Ooh, man, this train ran out fast. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you for all the help. That was
Thank
really
you.
cool.
Thank you so much, Silas. You have been such a ray of sunshine in this dismal, wonderful place.
Dismal, wonderful place.
You keep up the great work. These grounds are really something. Come on, y'all.
I think Z will like hang back and be like, Cyrus, I would be interested in talking more about your endeavors of keeping these grounds. Your perspective is interesting.
I am always here, always tending to the grounds when I am not sleeping or eating. When you are available, bring your questions. I will answer them.
Not a problem. Sorry, gotta go. And I just started like keep walking to like catch up with everybody. Just like, okay, we're moving now.
As Z is catching up, Avi's going on about, I saw a play one time, and like the main point of that, there was a part in the play they were explaining how, the scientists were
The
doing what they
scientists
were
in the
doing.
play.
Yeah, the scientists in the play. Yeah,
Go
of
on.
course. They took amber, and they sucked the blood out of a bug that was stuck in the amber and made new animals.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I saw it in the play. It was in the play.
What was this play called?
I think I might know.
Oh, you've seen it too.
Yes, I'm
I,
familiar.
I'm blanking. Cretaceous something. I think that's something like that.
I want to say the other name that I think of.
Play
Cretaceous.
got any jingles if I know it by?
It did have like a really great score. I could play it for you sometime. I
Yeah,
I
that'd be
took some
great.
I took some time to learn it.
I can't keep a straight face for this one.
Oh, that's great. So, you've got an idea that, you can get sap, just not from any of Lady Irwithel's trees, lest you, risk the consequences that Silas the Barbed, insinuated.
So here's what I'm thinking. Since we've got a since we gotta go to a jeweler anyway, probably to get these sapphires, maybe we could stop there first and see if they have amber.
Yeah, all right.
Except for some jewel shopping.
It makes sense.
Okay. Then why don't we get a investigation check from your group to find a jeweler shop?
Yeah, sure.
It's right there.
Investigation. There you go.
Twinsies.
Y'all. 21.
9 plus 10.
Okay. And we'll see if we get a Bracken investigation.
Yeah. It's right there.
Oh man, it could have been twinsies.
It could have
You would
been.
think.
So, as you make your way through the streets of Limnor, and you are in the more central districts, the Mausoleum district, but you do know of the Moss district as well. But Mausoleum has more upscale jewelers, likely the ones where you'd be able to find definitely the sapphires and rubies that you need, and maybe some amber.
So how are we going to acquire these? Will we have to pay for them?
Well, yeah, that's usually um you've been shopping, right?
Uh, yeah.
I mean, I'm so sorry. I
No,
don't
no. It's
I
fine.
mean,
It's fine.
I just don't want to presume that you know things. I don't.
No. It's fine. There's things I know and some things I don't.
Okay.
Um,
And we're gonna discover those things together. I can tell. Um. So we'll go inside, and we're gonna ask if they have sapphires or rubies and amber.
all right. Sure. Uh, okay. And you just see them start walking towards the door, just very blank face.
I will walk right next to them. Big smile.
Are we by chance near that clothing store that I went in the other day?
Oh my goodness.
Just
Um,
pure curiosity.
No, I'd be down to go there.
You're about maybe 3 blocks away.
Okay, we'll go.
Oh, does that mean we're near the
Mummy's
Mummy's
Rat.
Burritos?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Mummy's
mummy's
Rat.
reps.
Oh man, I had one. I'm really craving another.
We just ate breakfast.
Yeah, well, maybe they have a
Have some
breakfast burrito.
We're
All
gonna
right, we'll
make
do.
we're
we'll-
gonna have to make a detour, aren't we?
We're gonna do this thing first, and then
Uh-huh.
we'll go get breakfast burritos and clothes.
Oh god. Okay.
What was
If
it?
that's what
1,000 platinum?
if that's what y'all want to do.
We're gonna do our job. We're gonna do what we're supposed to do. We're
Mhm.
gonna get that done, and then we can do our side thing as a little treat. I think
All
that's
right.
agreeable.
All right.
How
See, I find that when they have their mindset on something, it's just best to let it
leave
go.
alone. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
understandable. Um, when we walk in here, would you mind just distracting the store hand for me?
Are you gonna steal something?
I don't know, you could say that.
I mean, I'm a good distraction. I can knock their ear off.
But when Cadrib steals,
I'm not aware of the conversation that's going
Oh boy.
Here we go.
I love it.
Chaotic new
Oh,
player energy.
We're gonna be a dynamic duo. It's gonna be great.
So, yeah, you guys are able to enter in. Z and Avi at the front, but Cecil Bracken, you're able to come in as well. And it is dimly lit here. There are a few sort of ghostly flames that light up the area, and there is a ghoulish figure behind the counter, and you can see the counter is all glass. There are different chains for necklaces, amulets, and other pendants, all metal or jeweled. Some rings, earrings, other areas that just display the stones themselves that can be placed for custom pieces. And the ghoul, oh, welcome! And you can see taking off the spectacles that have like the jeweler's monocle. Uh, how can I assist you, new
Uh,
customers?
hi there. I'm new in town. And well, I have things that I'm here for, but seeing this selection, I think I need to do. I need to be a little selfish here. Um, you see, this chain that I've got, I've had it for forever, and I think it's time for a change.
Well,
You changing the chain?
Yeah, I'm gonna change the chain. It's gonna keep the ring on it, but I need I think it's time for a new one.
Oh boy.
You know, Cuban links are real classy right now.
I
see what I can do. Is there a material that you are looking?
Well, I'm thinking something real dainty, but tough and pretty, but able to withstand a beating. Um,
Would you prefer for more exotic materials, though? That would mean that the price can go higher than a typical chair.
well, you know what? Why don't we just take a peek at uh, uh, yeah, why not? Something a little
Might I suggest
special.
then mithril? It is not as easy a material to work with, but it is light and sturdy and
Mhm.
has a sheen similar to that of platinum or silver.
Oh. And does it come in any different colors, or is it just the one?
Mithril comes in the one color, unfortunately, but
Hmm.
if you are looking for something a little darker, closer to an iron or perhaps even obsidian, I could suggest adamantine. Not as
Oh.
dainty, but it is sturdy.
Hmm.
I think while this is happening, can I roll a nature and then a sleight of hand? Nature to try and identify the stones we need, and then sleight of hand to see if I can nab them.
What is your passive perception?
Passive perception is a 15.
15. Yeah, you would see that there are the stones that you're looking for. There are some sapphires and rubies on display. Um,
Mhm.
Now, a sleight of hand is going to be a little bit more difficult because you're having to reach over and under the glass. Just so
Ooh.
that way you are aware of the challenge ahead of you. You can 100% go for it. But it's not the
Oh,
Skyrim lift the
okay.
chest on your side.
Whew. Okay. Dice gods. Oh, please. Okay, that's a dirty 20. Okay.
Alrighty. And you reach over, you can contort your body that you're getting your maximum sort of use out of the length of your arm as you curve around and reach underneath, and you can pluck one, two. Do you go for the sapphires or do you go for the rubies?
Oh boy.
You can always roll for it.
Uh okay, we'll do like an emphasis roll situation. The number furthest away from 10. Uh highest will be rubies,
Yeah,
and then the lowest will be sapphires.
sounds good.
Okay, a 12 and a 9.
So 12 would be furthest away, and that would
Yeah.
be rubies. So you grab 2 rubies and are able to pocket it just as you see the figure look beyond Avi towards you. Doesn't seem to notice that you have grabbed the rubies. Was there a gem that you are interested in looking at? I'll be able to assist you as soon as I've helped the lady here.
Uh, I'm looking for amber, and as I sort of kind of pull those last the gems, um, underneath of my very worn in cloak, you can kind of see like a very like skeletal claw-like arm that is my left arm. But I do like nab those jewels and kind of like put it back under my cloak. Like, yeah, I'm looking for ambers specifically.
Unfortunately, we do not have any amber here at the moment. Typically, we will source amber if there is a particular commissioned work, but it is not something we keep in stock.
Do you have a supplier?
It's more of I will seek out someone if I am in need of such materials.
Okay, but like, who do you normally go to? There's got to be a guy, right? Or girl. I don't.
The figure narrows their eyes. Make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. There it is. Oh!
If you must know, I work with a very private party who would not want me spreading around their information, but they do trade in many semi-precious materials, not just amber.
Look, shoot straight with me here. You get them a sale. We walk out of here. Everybody's the better. We get what we need. You get a little finder's fee on top. Everybody wins, right?
I guess if you are providing coin for such information in a transactional purpose, I may be able to perhaps let it slip my supplier's name.
Yeah, we can facilitate that. I'm sure.
The ghoul waits expectantly.
Bracken matches him.
I think he's waiting for the money up front.
No, I know.
Yeah, if you weren't so fresh smelling or behaviors would definitely belay you as newcomers.
Well, all right. Let's play this game then. How much do you want for this information? Let's just get down to brass tacks.
You are asking me to betray the loyalty of someone I have a fine standing with. That is a hefty task. I think 100 gold would be appropriate.
We're also reputable buyers that is getting you a sale or getting him a sale. You'd be doing him a favor for this. How about 50?
Yes, but this is a figure who doesn't typically take on new clientele. I'd say that if you are encouraging any business transaction, I'll drop it down to 90.
That's some hardball. I'll meet you at 80.
Deal.
Done. And Bracken will put 80 on the counter.
While they're having this conversation, can I ask Avi a question?
Go for it.
Hey, Avi.
Mm-hmm.
Does this mithril armor make me look dainty?
Oh no, Cecil, you are that armor on you very foreboding.
He said it was a dainty metal.
Well, that's a chain. And I will say that it did catch my eye.
I'm gonna give her a little 360 and put my hands on my hips and be like, "Are you sure?"
I'm gonna
Cecil,
be like, Z's just gonna be like, it makes you look dainty in the most masculine way possible. And I just
Cecil,
give a thumbs up.
Cecil, honey,
I mean, it's okay.
it
I just
keeps
want to know.
it keeps you safe, doesn't it?
Most times.
Most times. Does it really matter how it makes you look?
It's not one way or the other. I just want to know. It's okay.
I don't think it makes you look dainty. I think it
Okay.
makes you look protected.
Okay. Because dainty metal, short folk, sometimes I want to be a little more intimidating than that.
Should I not get it? I
No,
know
it's great.
it's like your thing now, and
No, it's
I don't want
definitely
to
not my thing.
encroach. I don't want to encroach on your thing if
No.
Mithril's like.
Look
I
at Mr. Mithril here, everybody.
you handle your stuff over there. No, it's totally cool. I mean, you get all the mithril you want. I'm not emotionally connected to it. It was I just wanted to know.
I think one string of it, like this chain here, it does look dainty, but woven all together like that, it's quite different.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your opinion.
Of course, anytime.
Not Cecil. Bracken, the name given to you is Idil Kadon.
Idil Kadam.
Yeah, and I can get that written in chat.
I got it.
I'll get it written in chat.
Thank you.
Okay, I definitely haven't been taking notes. I will take notes after the session.
It's so close. Oh my god, look at it.
Good enough. Yeah, I'm looking for an idle Caden.
Oh wow.
You would also from the ghoul behind the jeweler's counter get a address for Idil Kadon. And then turns back to you, Avi. So, is there a purchase that you will be making as well?
I really do like that mithril chain.
No, it is, again, an exotic piece, so it is a bit more expensive.
How much more?
This chain is 70 gold pieces.
Oh, okay. And do you by any chance do cleanings?
It is a service that I can offer, for sure.
And how long would it take you to clean? Just like one ring?
One ring can be cleaned within the hour.
So it's like something that I would leave with you and come back and pick it up?
If you would prefer such, that is,
You got one of them ultrasonic baths.
if you would prefer to leave it and return, we do offer as part of the service, no charge added, a holding period of 3 days. Should you have other business you must attend to,
Well,
the
I
service.
promise you, it certainly won't be that long. If it's going to be within the hour, then, I'll let you do your thing and I'll be back to pick it up, in an hour.
You are welcome to leave it and pick it up within the hour. I'm just informing you of our service.
And you promise you'll keep it safe.
It will be safe.
By the way, Avi, I will give you a wink of like I got the stuff, but it's like very minimal.
Yeah.
A very specific wink.
Okay.
It's actually a blink, but half the hair is over the other
Yeah.
eye.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
I don't even know if Avi would notice the wink. She's right now. She's thinking about leaving something here that means the world to her.
I think I'll kind of walk next to you and like kind of be like just trying to act normal.
Okay. I'll pay for the chain and I'll take the ring from around my neck. And if you could just clean this, and I'll pay for the cleaning and I'll pick them both up in an hour.
5 gold for the cleaning, and I will see you in the hour.
Thank you. And I'll put 80 on the counter.
Okay. Takes the gold, puts it away. In a separate place than where the 80 gold that Bracken gave him went. It seems that he does keep business and bribes separate.
Business and bribes.
That's Gloomnor, baby.
Let's go.
And real quickly, I just want to write this down in my inventory so I can remember it. It was sapphire and ruby.
You got 2 rubies.
2 rubies. Okay.
Yes.
You could say 2 bees.
God,
Don't say that.
dang it.
A couple of 2 bees.
Yeah, you could say that, but I would recommend that you don't. But yes, so the chain is taken off the display, put into a bag, and set off to the side. The ring is taken into the back room, to begin the cleaning process.
She watches him very carefully as he walks away.
Yeah. There's no indication of any sort of foul plans. Business is normal. At least for the ghoul. This is a very not normal situation for Avi. But you hear soon the sounds of jeweler's tools, and it seems that that process has begun, as it didn't seem that there was any other business interest from the rest of your group. But Avi, what's your passive perception?
16.
16. You would notice that from where you've looked into the back room, there is what what looks to be a mirror setup that has visual, so the figure can see into the front room even while he is in the back. So even though he's not directly here, you might have a view, so perhaps funny business might be discouraged.
Got it. Well, I assume we
I mean, we got an hour,
finish with
right?
this. We have an hour. Do you want to go get your burrito?
Yeah, you guys want to go get some mummies wraps?
I'd be interested in trying some.
Okay.
Cecil's caught up in the thought process of his armor being both called dainty and exotic, and he can't decide where he's going to land.
It's also been called masculine.
Yeah,
Yes,
but that was my,
very masculine.
As we
Right.
leave, just to give Cecil a hard time, he's gonna look over and just be like, "Oh man, they talked you into that, huh? Hey, good on you." And he's gonna head out the door.
I didn't buy anything. I just wear the armor.
Oh my god.
Things to ponder.
You know, you can always ask Convin. They've got a more professional view.
Well, you know, he certainly appreciates everybody's opinion and view, but like, it's pretty impartial coming from this guy,
Which guy?
the shop owner.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Mm,
But you know, he's just trying to wrap all the opinions together and just see how he feels about it.
See, I'm so sorry. I know I was supposed to, distract and make sure that you got done what you were getting. You did get it done, right?
Yes, I was able to nab it, and I kind of like take out like my very skeletal like claw like arm, and in it are the 2 rubies.
Oh, okay, good.
Honestly, it was a little worrying there, but honestly, it was fine. But are you okay? I have like a backpack, so I like kind of like stuff the rubies in my backpack and close it.
Um, I'm I'll be all right. I've just, I've never willingly given that to somebody else. But I'll be all right.
It was definitely a look I recognized, friend. Something of sentimental value.
Definitely. Yeah.
I can understand, and I gesture to my cloak. This cloak was my mentor's. He was like a father to me. But of course, I know I should throw it away, but it's
You
hard.
should.
Someone, yeah, I know I shouldn't. It's it's something to remind me of him.
That ring was my husband's.
But I'm interested in what these burritos are.
Yeah.
They're
Uh,
pretty good.
I've heard they're pretty delicious.
Was that a completely aside conversation between the two of you?
Oh no, you definitely would have heard it.
Was anything said quietly, Avi?
No.
Cecil will clock something. Thanks.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, Slay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know it was clocked.
You see, Bracken clocks something, but he's not saying nothing.
Bracken clocked that you can see Mummy's Wraps and the sign that's right there.
That's
Ah.
that too, but also no, but also yes.
So you do come up to Mummy's Wraps, and it's like it's not like a full walk-in store. It's just like it's got the open area. It's like an ice cream truck, but stationary. You've got like the put-down window and the sort of ghoul behind the stand, taking orders. And again, like the big thing about the Mummy's Wraps is that they've got an ingredient in their tortillas that like kind of makes it black. It's like activated charcoal, but not. and then you get like all the fillings, and then the wrap that it's in is made to look like it's made of bandages, but it's not. So you each can get your own custom-made burrito. I'd say, what did I say last time? That a burrito was like what, 2 copper? That's what I'll say
Something
this
like
time.
that.
2 copper for a burrito. You can
Bracken's
get
getting the
change.
breakfast one.
Uh, roll me a d100, please.
Whoa, are we playing the no breakfast after 10:30? 27?
You are here while their breakfast menu is still open.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I love when that happens.
Avi would not be looking to get a full burrito. Maybe some like something small, like chips or.
They do offer there are kid-sized burritos, there are tacos, and there are burrito bowls.
Yes! Oh my goodness.
Yeah. The burrito bowls comes in 3 sizes. You've got the half bowl, the kids bowls, the half bowl, and then the full bowl.
And as we get burritos, Bracken's gonna strike up conversation with the burrito artist.
Well,
Um,
that's a conversation that will have to come after our ad break,
yeah.
as our ads are coming up here. So please stick around, hang out with us, chat. Please don't leave us or mute the ads. Ads are a huge part of how we keep our games affordable. If you'd like to directly support Wildewitch RP, you can make a donation to my Ko-fi. We have a link for that on screen. Ko-fi donations not only help provide your GM their much-needed caffeine, but also unlock awesome perks for the entire Wildewitch RP community, perks that benefit everyone who plays with us for the next month. Perks can include new side quests, special companions, double a treasure, and double XP. So, lots of fun things going on there. Stick around with us. We'll be right back. All right, we are coming back. And Bracken, you wanted to talk to our
Yeah.
our barista.
Our burrito man.
Yeah, our
Yes.
burrito man.
Hey, Mr. Burrito. Sorry, I'm not sure what to call you.
I lost my name tag. It's not the worst thing I've been called.
I'm sorry to hear that. So, it's probably a company secret, but how do you get the color on the wraps? Is it like soul ash or like what's going on with it?
It's not soul ash. I don't know that soul ash is safe for consumption.
That's fair.
I don't think that stops people from consuming it.
That's also fair.
I don't know how they make the tortillas black. I just get them and I
I like the
reheat
little
them.
flair you put on that. Fair enough. Hey man, you make a good burrito. Let me tell you that much.
Thank you. I've been doing this for years.
Hell yeah. This is crazy. We're on kind of I don't know if you can tell, but we're like adventurers and stuff.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I did not know.
We're on kind of a quest right now. Do you know where we could find some soul ash? We're hip. We're cool.
I feel like I remember where we can get it.
I believe that the Church of the Syrian has soul ash in its stores, but
Oh hey. Cool.
I'm
Thanks, man.
not one of much, religious doctrines, so I don't go very often.
Fair enough. Well, hey, I appreciate the tip. Here's a tip for you, and I'll give like a silver piece.
Thank you, sir. And he
Yeah.
just puts it in a pocket on his shirt.
Yeah. It'll go back to just pounding this breakfast burrito.
Yeah.
Just
Can Cecil make a perception check to see how well this burrito is actually wrapped? Because he's got a problem with these kinds of places that are all about burritos, but no one can wrap one properly.
Yeah, go ahead, roll a perception check to watch the burrito wrapping process.
this man's an artiste. You don't question him.
Cecil, this man says that he's been doing this for years, and it shows in his rapping skills. Because between one, like, you look where Bracken's kind of chowing down, and seeing if it's holding together, and then back to the burrito being prepared, and it's already wrapped, and he's handing it across the bar.
It looks structurally sound. It's not falling apart.
So far it seems structurally sound as he's handing it to you.
This guy's gonna
Okay.
give you just a blowout.
Cool, I'm in.
It's so well wrapped that the pressure inside when you bite into it changes and it explodes.
Oh,
No.
it's
It's just
like
all the sour cream part.
it's that episode of Seinfeld where Kramer gets the Cubans to wrap the crepes with in jam, and people are biting them and they're too well wrapped.
I wish I knew the reference.
Damn. Oh no.
But yeah, no, it's you've got a
Cable in chat, he'd get that reference. Cable, you there?
oh my gosh. Calling out our watchers.
Shouts out to my man Cable.
But yeah, whether you get a burrito, whether you get a taco, whether you get a bowl, you can find something to eat from Mummy's Wraps.
Do they have any like signs or leaflets available for franchising options?
They do not have any leaflets available for franchising options.
Cecil thinks they're missing out on good opportunities.
Maybe you can bring that up next time you're out here. Yeah, you might be in Gloom Noir for a while.
Send a letter.
They do have you would see that there is a like head office building that's like in the really fine print at the bottom.
I'll pocket that.
Okay. One more letter for Cecil to write.
I said in Silicon Valley.
Oh my god.
Oh man. So where do you go after you procure some food?
All right,
Well, I mean-
we've got.
Gotta go get that ring back, right?
Well, it's not been an hour yet. It's only been,
I'd say
a few minutes.
yeah, I'd say that after getting everyone's orders put in, it'd be on the order of like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like an hour, but it's probably only been 10. I think we have time. Is there a tree nearby?
Yeah, I would say that you can see a tree nearby.
Cool. I'm gonna stop picking at my kid-sized burrito bowl. Because the way Bracken is eating his burrito is makes my
He's-
first breakfast want to come up.
Pounding it. My
uh,
man's sinking this thing.
So I'm gonna walk over to the tree that's nearby and see if it's dead.
Yeah, so go ahead and make me a nature or survival check.
Survival's better.
Eating this burrito so hard the guy behind me in line thinks he's next.
It rolled off a 16.
Hard to say whether this tree is alive or dead. Though you of course can always make sure that it's dead.
Let's see if I can peel off some of the bark.
Yeah, you can peel off some of the bark. It takes a little bit of effort, so probably a good chance of getting some sap from this tree.
Can Cecil walk up?
Sure.
Okay, he's working on a veggie burrito
Hell yeah.
in one hand, and then can he put his his ear to the tree and knock on it with his free hand
Yeah, totally.
and make some kind of check to see how the tree's doing?
I would say with this one it'd be a nature check.
May I also assist in the nature check?
Yeah, if you would like to come over and make a nature check as well. I'm gonna say that like one of the people nearby is taking their early lunch because they're one of the early shift people here. They're just watching all these people come up to a tree and like start inspecting it.
A good tree.
Bracken's busy.
It seems like they're having trouble between looking away from Bracken and looking away from the three people around the tree. So it's just like ping-ponging back and forth.
Watching a dude who's changing form when he eats.
Oh my god.
Cecil, the tree here is alive.
Yeah, I'll just have my ear up to it, knocking on it like I'm trying to find a stud in the wall. And this one's no good. Still ticking.
Well,
Okay.
why don't we get an insight check here?
Oh my god.
There it is, Avi.
Mm-hmm.
Avi,
Yeah.
20. Your Axpis's words come back to you. Sap from a tree that has died. Didn't say that the sap had to come from the tree before or after it died. Just sap from a tree that had died.
Mm.
It looks like you have a bit of an idea there, friend.
Well, I mean, I could kill the tree, but I don't know how I feel about that. I put some poison in its roots, but you know that it's a tree.
So, if I were to, I don't know, throw poison spray into the roots of this tree, how would you feel about that?
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Are you?
I'm sorry that I didn't say that aloud.
Wow.
I mean, you never know.
We can certainly try it.
Is a tree gonna have to do a con saving throw?
I'll send I'll send the poison spray at the roots.
Whoa.
Okay.
While she's doing that, Bracken's just over there. Trying to get as much attention as possible.
Give me a performance check, Bracken. Do so at advantage. And then anyone
Thank
who's
God.
doing poison spray, go ahead, roll damage.
When you burn as many calories as Bracken does in
Oh,
a day, you need a
twinsies.
second
Wow,
breakfast.
ultimate twinsies.
Mm.
Yes!
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Let's go!
Sorry, I disconnected. Is Bracken trying to make like a wall so that no one can see?
No, he's just doing
he's
his
making a
he's just doing his
scene.
thing.
Okay, then Cecil will try and make a gnome wall, a one gnome wall to block the poison attack.
I'm also gonna ask for Cecil to make me a performance check, just to make sure that you don't seem too conspicuous.
My specialty.
Just starfishing out.
That checks out.
Also, like, oh my god, you see, like, my arm, like, the claw arm, like, go in, and you just see, like, the ground just start sizzling, like, with necrotic energy, like, a type of situation. It's their powers are very, like, necrotic in nature, even though some of them aren't. That's just how they look like. But you also see like the arm kind of begin to like glow with necrotic energy, even though it's not. That's just how their magic is. It's dark.
There is, it seems, a immediate sort of sickness that you are able to see, at least in the roots. It seems that the tree does take the full poison damage. Cecil, you see where that figure that was on the bench before kind of takes a look at your T-posing in front of the others and just picks up their stuff and leaves.
This is too weird, man. I'm just trying to get my lunch.
Any less attention, Cecil thinks is a success.
T-poses harder.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm gonna spread my fingies.
Oh, I love it. Next thing we know, we'll get jazz hands. So you successfully poison the roots of this tree. If it's not dead yet, it will be.
So I'm sure we don't have a lot of time to make a tool to extract it.
I mean, we've got like 45 minutes. Is that enough time?
I need an hour, but I could probably make something that could work.
If anyone would like to roll me a just straight intelligence check here.
Well,
I can just stab it.
I'll go for that. I would say Bracken's done by now. Oh,
Hey,
Whoa.
Punch some sap out of this tree.
it's the most
Yo.
important meal of the day.
yeah, it comes an idea to all of you. Cecil's recommendation of stabbing it, it could actually work. A dagger, twisted in enough way to open up a small area, and then a vial to catch it, such like one from a poison or a health potion or something like that. You'd be able to collect the sap.
that
And
worked.
if you utilize the 45 minutes, you might be able to get a decent amount of it and then go pick up your cleaned ring. Make a stop by the cathedral for soul ash and be on your way.
I think I've got like an empty bottle in the back of holding. Let's get this done.
Pull out my dagger.
Anyone who would like to make the survival check may do so.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm not making.
Ha! I got the 16 this time.
Ayo, all of you working together for the ones that are attempting this, easily enough done. Clearing away some of the bark to make an easier incision of the knife, the dagger being turned, some jerry-rigging of string and the empty bottle. And yeah, got yourself a little illegal tapping system for sap.
Did you say illegal?
Did I?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
So are we just doing this on the front of the tree facing the road?
Are you? You would
I
have
don't
had.
know. It's done.
No.
It's done. We rolled. You tell me.
I will say that you guys rolled high enough that you could position this where you would want. You do know from your stance, Cecil, that there were people that could see where you had poisoned the area, which is why you had, scared them off.
Yeah, it's a little scarecrow.
Maybe we just step back and keep an eye on this. Yeah.
I could keep guard over it.
I still have some in my burrito bowl.
So, if you guys want, there is a perfectly now evacuated bench that has a great view of this tree.
I would like to grab my burrito bowl and sit and just watch.
I'll probably just sit by the thing, just watching it drip down.
Get my knees up to my chest, just picking at this bowl, staring at the jar.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Bracken, Cecil, what are you guys doing?
Bracken is throwing away his timber.
Licked clean, of course.
Yeah, I mean, you can't leave any of that. When all that mayo and ketchup and, bacon fat gets all mixed together. Oh, that sauce. Oh.
Cecil pitched his burrito because he felt he was a little too close to the poison spray.
Oh.
But it's okay. He wasn't hungry anyway.
Sorry, friend. I didn't mean to
No,
get you.
no,
You
it's
threw it
okay.
away. Do you want some of this?
No, I
haven't
just wanted to
really-
try it. I was impressed with their artisanal burrito roll
Burrito
techniques.
techniques.
Okay.
I'm
Sure.
good, thank
I
you.
believe it's pronounced burrito jutsu, but go on.
Is that really what they call it?
Yeah, it's a technique that I've heard of.
Huh. All right. I'll have to remember that.
Can Bracken make either a deception or a...
No, he believes it.
Oh,
Yeah,
then persuasion, I guess.
see if you can sell Cecil on this idea.
Okay.
Obvious 100% just humor in him.
Hell of the 11.
Pretty skeptical.
Yeah, you roll for it then. Roll an insight if you're so skeptical.
Never mind.
I
We're all
mean-
about burrito jutsu.
I mean, I would say you could also roll history to see if you've ever heard anyone call it burrito jutsu before.
Cecil's new to burritos. He's gonna believe what he sees and what he hears.
Okay.
There you go.
You bring this back to Larkin, and Larkin's gonna be like, "Who the hell told you that?"
Yeah, why would I lie to you?
But I will say that you guys can pass the 45 hours. No one seems to come over. There are a few Gloomguard that walk the streets, but well, they don't see any sort of issues happening here. And so as you collect and put the stop order on your trace app, you have 2 items down. And we'll pick up next week with you returning for a ring, finding some soul ash, and we'll see what's going on with this ritual. So, thank you guys for playing to my players. Thank you guys for viewing to our viewers. I hope you guys all enjoyed this story and had a lot of fun. I know that I did. I will see you guys in the next stream, but until then, head over to wildewitch.com. Check us out there. Join us in our Discord to play in a game yourself. And, as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.